My name is Sara Rimassa, and I'm a 2015 New Jersey Corps member down in South Jersey, Camden, New Jersey. And I am an ESL teacher at Mastery McGraw Elementary School and East Camden Middle School. I teach students from grades kindergarten all the way through 8th grade. I was inspired to join Teach for America my junior year of college. I was an English and Education major with an endorsement in ESL. And I had heard of Teach for America initially my first year or two of college, but it didn't become a serious topic of conversation for me until my junior year. I actually had a professor who had friends who joined Teach for America when he was in college, and that inspired me to get on the website and see what Teach for America was all about. When I logged on and I saw the mission, specifically to make sure that all students receive an excellent education and to make sure that there's educational equity in our country, I knew that I wanted to be a part of that movement. So often my discussions in college were about how the system was failing, and I knew that in order for us to help fix the system, I, as an educator, had to become part of a movement to fix it. And that's why I'm here today. I would say that my biggest concern as a first-year Corps member, and specifically a first-year teacher too, was I was coming to a district and a school that was going to be a turnaround. This is our first year. All the teachers are new. Our admins, though they've been with Mastery, are still new to this specific school in Camden, and it was a big responsibility for us to take on to make sure that we were here to learn about the community and to serve the community based on their needs and their wishes for their children. Specifically for me, as an ESL teacher, I knew that I would be coming in and building our program from the ground up. I found out not too long before I got to my placement that I would have students from K through 8. So I had to be prepared to, be a kindergarten teacher at some moments and then an 8th grade teacher in other moments and everywhere in between. And that was a tremendous responsibility for me that I take pride in. But it also was a lot of pressure knowing that my institute family, though we're with each other in spirit, wouldn't be here with me now, and that I have to learn on my own no matter how hard that can be. However, Teach for America really is a support system for me, especially in terms of our MTLDs. Mine is Mina, and whenever I need her, whenever I have a question, I know that she'll be there for me to get me through my first year. My proudest moment thus far as a teacher is seeing the growth that my students are making. I think that's the goal that we all have when we come in as teachers, is to make sure that we're doing our job, which means we should see the growth and learning that's occurring for our students. Specifically, especially for my population of students, they're coming either as first year to this country or they have already been here, but they're speaking another language at home. And they're so fluent and so confident with that language, but when they come to school, the table's flipped on them. They're now having to navigate in a space that uses mostly English all of the time. So seeing them go from not wanting to raise their hands, especially when they're back in their gen ed classroom and space, to having their teachers come up to me and say they're participating, they'll share out with partners, they'll share out to the class, seeing their writing go from a sentence to a paragraph, that's the growth that matters, and it makes me proud every day because you see the difference in them more and more. My advice for an incoming Corps member is, though you may have a super long list of things to do, get what you can done in a day. I spent a lot of my first days of school at Institute and at my placement trying to get everything done in one day, getting an hour or two of sleep. And though that is sometimes inevitable as a teacher, I had to realize that I had to take stock of what I did each day and appreciate the small accomplishments I made, just like we do for our students. Once I got to that space, I really realized how much progress and growth I'm making because I finally took a step back. So when you're feeling overwhelmed, whether it's when you're at Institute and feel like you have all the support in the world, or when you may feel alone at your placement school because now that Institute family's gone physically, just think about how much you're doing and take note of it to give yourself a pat on the back that you're doing great work.